trainer. Task 2 in IELTS writing is normally considered a difficult task, and students find it difficult to get good scores in the IELTS writing task 2. Now there are some mistakes which students make. Now today we will discuss these 7 common mistakes that the student should avoid for getting a band 7 in the IELTS writing. So before starting that, please subscribe to my channel so that you can continue getting the notifications for my future videos. So let's start off with the 7 mistakes that one can avoid for getting a band 7 in the writing task 2. Now the mistake number 1 that the students normally do is that they don't make enough paragraphs. Now it is very easy to understand this, because if we see the band descriptors, then it is very clear from the band descriptors that the essay should be clearly divided into paragraphs, and dividing your paragraphs give a structure to your essay and clearly define your essay. So the 3 important points that should be taken care in making the paragraphs. The first is the paragraphs should be logically divided, like different views should be divided into different paragraphs. Body paragraph 1 should give one view if it is asked. The body paragraph 2 should focus on second different view. Second important thing is each paragraph should be separated by a space. The third important thing is the length of the paragraphs. Now the paragraphs should not be too long and they should not be too short. This is the mistake number 1 that the student should avoid. Now the second mistake that the students normally do is using an incorrect format. Now writing task 2 requires the student to use the essay format in writing that particular section. So that format should be followed, and your ideas should be divided into paragraphs. This is the first and the foremost thing. And the second thing that should be avoided in the format is the use of bullets, numberings, headings or any subheading. They should not be used in the writing task 2. Mistake number 3 that the students make is partially addressing the essay. Now for that, first of all, let's have one question with us. The question says, some people believe that wild animals should not be kept in the zoos, while the others believe that there are good reasons for having zoos. Now the question says, discuss both the views and give your opinion. Now in this essay, both the views should be discussed and your opinion should also be discussed. So it is better that one view is discussed in one paragraph and the second view is discussed in the second paragraph. So if a student misses of any of the views or he doesn't give his own opinion, then he has not fully addressed the essay and thus he will lose his precious bands. Mistake number 4 that the students normally make is making an unclear position. What it means? It means if an opinion is asked from the student, then the student should be very clear about what he wants to say or what is his opinion about that particular topic. And students lose the marks when they give one opinion at the introduction and towards the conclusion they give another opinion. So this means that they don't have a clear picture or a clear opinion about the topic and thus they lose their precious marks. So one should decide on whether they think that advantages are more, or whether they think that disadvantages are more, or whether they agree to the point or whether they disagree to the point. So whatever they decide, they should stick on to that throughout the essay. Mistake number 5 that the student normally makes is making spelling mistakes and typing errors. Now if we look at how the essays are marked, the 25% of the marks is given to the student based on the grammatical range and accuracy. Now accuracy also involves their spelling mistakes. So if a student do a lot of spelling mistakes, then they will lose their precious bands. So I always advise my students to have 3 to 5 minutes at the end to revise their essay and to check for their spelling mistakes. And typing mistakes can happen when the student is appearing for a computer based test. So they should particularly check and avoid these mistakes. Mistake number 6 is using memorized language or phrases. So the essay is given to the student to check his vocabulary and check his viewpoint and thinking on a particular topic. So using memorized language or phrases, they will certainly not help them gain good marks. So it's better that the student should use realistic examples. They should write the essay in their own words and not use the memorized language. Mistake number 7 is not using real life examples. This is a normal mistake that the student commit, that they try to use the examples that they have read somewhere, like research says this or some experiments say this. So these type of examples are very difficult for the examiner to judge or to analyze. So it's better and more realistic that if the student should use their own live examples, some examples from their own experience, because it is very clearly mentioned in the essay also that give some examples from your own experience. So sharing your examples from your own life, from your own country, from your family, from your friends, and any your personal experiences, this will certainly help you gain good marks in your IELTS writing task. And one thing this I would like to add is that when we are talking about suppose giving 2 views in 2 different paragraphs in the essay, so I recommend that the student should give one example to justify their point in each paragraph. This will certainly help them to gain very good bands in their IELTS essay. So these are the 7 mistakes which should be taken care of, and the student should avoid these mistakes, and so that they can get good marks in their IELTS writing. So please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you really like the video, and give any suggestions if you have in the comment section. I'll wait for your suggestions.